For real, my real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about that for real. I'm about that cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no mass, it's for real. I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all in original, they all sound the same. I stay ballin', money like a faucet. It stay running, I can't call it. Got the bug, I think they caught it. I'm with bosses. For real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear.
Renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they trying to copy.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Blunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Completes it to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is right through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check.
blood. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it here with Blunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They come out here in the I. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On the sneak, it's Stanford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, you had Carolina's game last week against Washington as the Panthers offense comes back onto the field here. But Carolina had a chance to get to 4-1. They lost that one. What did you see? What was the difference?
The difference was they let Washington sprint out to a 14-0 lead, and now they had to chase the entire game. Carolina is a ground-based team. Didn't run the balls effectively as normal. Had to throw it more. The good thing for them, though, on offense, they got tight end Greg Olsen back, who'd been out with a broken foot. He had 4 catches for 48 yards. He's only going to get better, and he is Cam Newton's #1 target. I think this Carolina team is still a strong contender in the NFC.
They're 3-0 at home, 0-2 on the road. You've got them again this week on the road at Philly. Now Newton, and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. That's to his running back, complete. He's still on his his feet and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Flushed out right. That's caught right side by Anderson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He goes underneath for Anderson. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a carry for Blunt. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it into stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and long, it's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for his running back, Anderson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Newton now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They give it to Anderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Remain Charles and I after the break. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And on the ground they go with a running back. Powers through it, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw on second down is Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. This gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after it for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly. Carolina had a tough one in Washington last week. Philadelphia, big win last Thursday against New York Giants in New York. That's a big, big ball game for both of them.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
20.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Stay 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Mario Addison in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing is Newton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devon Kennard. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
That's it. 780.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Anderson. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Gano out to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, here's Blunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
All right, boys, here we go.
Stafford now to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice.
Woo! Good game, dude.
It was so important, but just didn't get it done. What a way to finish this one off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Good luck.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.